Today I've decided with my 2 days off that I have from work that I want to clean out and reorganize my entire bookshelf. Just ignore my Animal Crossing pants. I did this off camera, but I cleaned out the bottom shelf of my TBR cart because this was kind of just junk in here, and we're going to do a dust of everything. Yes, I have these with no handle. I don't want to talk about it and feel like getting the handle. Why do I have stickers? What the fuck? Okay. We're gonna dust this really fast, and we're going to put some books I've been wanting to read for the fall season down here. Get a little weird about putting hardcovers down here. I have my Fairly Catabasis, I don't fucking know, I'm illiterate, and Barry Evans' Midnight Soil in here. I'm a little nervous about putting hardcovers in here because it's a little narrow, or like there's not a ton of space up here. Fortunately, like this, we have room to like maneuver them out without hurting them. So I also had cat treats in here. I don't know why that's in there. We moved over. Oh my god, girl, you're falling. We moved over a little bit. This is the second shelf. This has my Rose and Chains dust jacket from the Fairly edition because I have it in my bag right now, and I don't travel with a dust jacket. So, because I'm gonna read this soon, we're gonna put that to the side for now. But in here is kind of a yeah, there's some stuff. I have my boyfriend's. These are all dusty, by the way. I want to emphasize that. We've got my boyfriend's first visit to Disneyland thing here. It also has a hard drive from work in here. I don't know why that is. I also keep some of my Disney Munchlings here. I'm gonna keep these here because, well, they're cute, so I'll probably keep them here. And then what else we got? We got another one. We have some pins here from Owl Crate when I got their YA subscription with the items. This one is from A Study in Drowning. And this one's from The Hunger Games Catching Fire, which I think is so cool. You can see the dust. Well, girl, I need to clean this out. Oh my god. Here is where some series I want to continue, but we're going to move these to the bookshelf because they're kind of just collecting dust here. She's dusty as hell. I'm going to donate the Magnolia Park series and all the other Jesse Hastings books I have. I just don't feel the urge anymore to continue the series. I loved the first book, and I named my cat after Magnolia, but I just can't find myself to continue with the series. I don't know, but I had this bookmark in here, so I'm going to take that out, and I'm going to put this in the donate pile, and then I'm going to grab Magnolia Parks and Time of Our Life and put it in the stack as well. I have Glow of the Airflame. We're keeping this because we love her. I need to read her so bad, like ASAP. Killer Instinct we're keeping because I love the Natural series, and then we have Children of Fallen Gods, which I need to read, and we're going to keep her because she's the indie published edition. And now we get to dust and move some more stuff up here. Okay, this top section just has a candle for some reason, a fake candle. I also keep a bunch of like stuff on here. This light's gonna go down the bottom shelf, but I have like tabs, pens. Oh, stuff is falling. I also have my bookmarks. I have some art stuff back here. All my highlighters are down here as well. This is a tray from Michael's. I got it on clearance. I don't know if they still sell something like it, but you can probably find a million of these at Michael's. But that also my TBR jar and some like bracelets I got from events. And yeah, we're not even gonna touch this. Underneath here is like sometimes I keep some like miscellaneous stuff, like some of my over-ear headphones. I keep extra wires and stuff in here, just stuff I might need. But most of my reading stuff is on the top shelf right here. The fact that this top shelf is taller than me is kind of crazy. But this is where some of my books now are starting to go. So I did clean out this shelf recently, like literally today, but only thing I have here is mostly young adult, but there are some adults. We have Light Lark, Caraval, When the Moon Hatched, my Belladonna series, the Inked in Blood duology, more Light Lark. I have the Serpent and Dove series, and then I have a Treachery of Swans back there, and then this is art from a indie artist, To the Gallows, by Elizabeth Scarpness. I don't know. I met her at Fan Expo Boston. She was pretty cool, so I got the art piece from her. We have a candle. This is from, I don't know, Owl Crate. I don't know what it's supposed to smell like, but it smells pretty good. So, and then I have some fake candles right here, just from like Dollar Tree and stuff like that. I also have this Isla pen here from Skyshade. When that Skyshade book came out, if you bought it at Barnes & Noble, you got this for free. So that's cool. I also cleaned out this one recently. Honestly, this is mostly Powerless stuff. I'm gonna dust this. I promise. I should probably do that now, actually. This is mostly Powerless stuff. Like I have my Waterstones, my Fairy Loot, and then I have my Owl Crate. I don't really like the Fairy Loot that much. I kind of regret buying them, but I still like them. I just don't know if I want to keep them or not. Eventually I might give them away or something. I don't know. They were a little lackluster. I'd rather have the Owl Crate ones. These were a lot, like, nicer. And I love the Waterstones ones, of course. I still need to order, was it Fearful? Yeah, Fearful. And I don't have it yet, like, at all, so. But this is just mostly Powerless. And then back here, I have a little Snoopy with glasses. You can't really see. There he is. And then I have this Kai. We're gonna dust this while I'm here. The Sky is Your candle my friend Shay got me for Christmas last year. It's by Briarwick, which I love them, and I keep that on my shelf as well. We have another candle here, and then we have my coffee cup Jelly Cat that my boyfriend got me for Christmas last year. And then I have this signed edition of Fearless that I got at Barnes & Noble. Well, I ordered it from Barnes & Noble, so. Yeah, and then I have Shower Me over here. So we're just going to dust this stuff really fast and then we'll continue on. Alright, we have more YA books here for the most part. I have more of these little candles. Oh, bye. These are from Amazon. The smaller ones are from Amazon. The taller ones are from Dollar Tree. And then I have this little thing here. This is from Owl Crate. This is the Legendborn mug that came in one of their boxes. I just keep stickers and like an extra battery for my camera and the wire for it here, and that's pretty much all that's on there. And then I have Where Shadows Bloom. This is a new book. It's Sapphic. I bought it because of that. We have Six of Crows, Inheritance Games, The Naturals, This Woman Kingdom. This is The Scarlet Veil, which is a continuation of The Serpent and the Dove, I'm pretty sure, in the same universe. Haven't read it yet. We have Sunrise the Reaping, which I haven't read yet either. The Immortal Consequences Fairy Loot edition. I got this recently. I think it was the August book, if I'm remembering correctly. But, like, look how stunning this is. Ugh. Absolutely gorge. I love it. But I do want to read this soon, so I put it on my shelf. And then I also have this one. This is from, like, a few months ago. I don't know which month it was from. But this is the Fairy Loot Rose Bargain edition. This is so... The Rose Bargain Fairy Loot edition. And this just is so pretty. I can't wait to read this. It's giving Bridgerton. I'm so excited to read this. So I don't know if it's giving spring. I mean, it kind of is, but, like, at the same time, I feel like I'd read this in the winter. I don't know. But we're going to keep it on there anyway because it's pretty. And then we are going to dust this shelf. I am debating on getting rid of the Inheritance Games, but I think I'm going to keep that until I read the first book and see if I want to continue with it or not. And then we'll go from there. And then the last shelf that's on this bookshelf is my Throne of Glass and ACOTAR shelf. This I really want to put in a better spot because I love these editions of ACOTAR. I'm pointing the wrong way. This editions of ACOTAR. This is from, oh my god, Acrylopix, I think. There's like the Valeris skyline. And then I have my OG covers of Throne of Glass I've been collecting. I still need to find Kingdom of Ash, but people be charging like $100-something for the paperback, and I'm just like, girl. But I am going to dust the shelf, and we're not going to change it yet. But I also have this Rowan candle from Briarwick as well. She smells really good, so... Anyway, we're gonna dust this one and then move on. I'm looking real short right now. Anyway, this is my special edition shelf. Yep. My special edition shelf. This is mostly like my book boxes and stuff like that. I do have this rogue copy of Throne of Glass. I feel like I'm gonna put at the front here. I don't know, I'm gonna put it somewhere else, but it's just the Books A Million edition. There's something special about this. I don't know why I pre-ordered this, because I don't even think they're making the rest of them, but it's really nothing special. So I kind of contemplate getting rid of it. I don't know, I'm gonna put it to the side for now and then we'll move on. Now we're gonna go through some of my special editions. So the first thing that's kind of catching my eye that I don't feel like I'm gonna read because I've never really felt gravitated towards it is Where Shadows Meet. I don't know, like, it's sapphic and it's vampires, I think. Maybe? I don't know. No, it's not. I'm lying to myself. Oh my god. I don't know, like, I just don't see myself gravitating towards this for some reason. Like, I've been really thinking about it and I don't know. We're gonna put it aside for now. But this is the Fairy Loot edition. And yeah, I think it's a YA book. I'm not entirely sure, but we're gonna put this to the side and see what else we can come up with here. Next, I have The Floating World by Axio. This is also from Fairy Loot. This is also a YA book. And I also have Gifted and Talented by Olivia Blake, also from Fairy Loot. This I have mixed opinions on because it just doesn't, it's not giving like special edition to me. Like it's giving like the only thing special is the end papers, really, in my opinion. Like the cover's beautiful, do not get me wrong. It's just like I'm expecting like more from Fairy Loot, I guess. Like this is the cover, which is kind of insane. But I don't know. We're going to put this aside too and see if I want to keep it. I do want to read this though. I just think I like the original cover more than this one, if that makes sense. Let's continue. I had to change my shirt because I was sweating for some reason. Anyway, we have the next one being The Starlight Air. Once again, I don't know if I'm going to read this. I've heard mixed things about it. I've heard the writing's kind of but I don't know. We're going to put it to the side, like I said, and we'll see where that goes. And then we have, ooh, this I'm keeping, Dance of Lies. It's about a dancer with a chronic illness, and it's a standalone, I believe. Yeah, I'm staying with this. This is stunning, by the way. Ooh, what the fuck was that noise? I love this cover and this art and just everything about it is just stunning. So we are definitely keeping this. The next one is A Nightblood Prince. I do want to read this, and it's very stunning. I haven't heard anything about it yet. But stunning, we're going to keep her. Same with the Scorpion and the Night Blossom. This is also a gorgeous edition. We're keeping her. Arcana Academy, I'm like kind of indifferent about because I've never read an Elise Kova book, and she's thick. Like, I don't know, and she's not really giving like, I'm not a huge fan of the customizations besides the end papers. But we're going to keep her just because I feel like I'm going to like her in the fall. I don't know. Next, we've got Broken Souls and Bones by L.J. Andrews. This is a Viking romantasy. I don't know if it's a series or not. I think I'm going to keep her because she's a little interesting to me. But this is also from Fairy Loot, I believe, maybe? Is it Fairy Loot? Yeah, it's Fairy Loot. I believe these are all Fairy Loot editions down here. You can't even see. Girl, I'm not even going to talk about it. Then we have Iron Embers by Helen Schreiber. I don't know how to pronounce that, sorry. We're going to keep her because I do want to read the Legends of Desmere series, I think, is the series before this I have to read, unless I'm insane. We're going to keep her just because I feel like I'm going to like the series as a whole, and we're going to start with that first before getting rid of anything like that. We have the Love Hypothesis Collector's Edition. I'm just going to need to put this somewhere else because it does not belong on this shelf. As much as I love her, the only thing special is the end papers, really, and the like, sprayed edges. But I'm going to keep her because I refuse to get rid of an Allie Hazelwood book. But I did pre-order it, and I was kind of like, this is kind of mid. You can't even see me, girl. Come on. It's kind of mid, but, I mean, I love the Love Hypothesis. I do want to reread it soon. So we're going to keep her just for that because I'm an Allie Hazelwood girl. We have, what is this? I forgot I have these like acrylic things here. We have A Flame and Fury by Michaela Bridge. I haven't heard anything about this. I'll do some investigating on this before I decide to keep it. We have A Forgery of Fate by Elizabeth Lim. This is about a painter who really, like, she forges things for a living. And I think that's really interesting. So I'm going to keep her because I love this cover as well. Oh my god. For She Is Wrath, by Emily Varga. I want to keep her because she sounds like a really interesting concept, but I've had this book for over a year, I feel like, and I just haven't read it, so she's kind of, I don't know what I'm going to do with them. I'm going to put it to the side for now, and then we'll decide what to do with her. What is this? Oh, we have The Fable for the End of the World. I'm keeping this by Avery. This is the Owl Crate young adult edition. I forgot this is young adult. I just really love a dystopian vibe, so I'm hoping this is good. I think this is dystopian, right? I think. Girl, I don't fucking know. Yeah, it's dystopian YA. Okay. Slay. I also feel like I'm gonna love Ava Reed, so I need to start reading her books, and this just cover is stunning. We have, what is it, At the End of the River Styx. I've kept this only for the sprayed edge because there's a cat on it, but I think I'm gonna get rid of it because I just don't have the urge to read it. and Life is Too Short to hang on to special editions that you don't really want to read. So I'll put this aside. My boyfriend might want to read this though, so I mostly run these by him first because he has a different interest than I do. So I'm gonna put this aside for him to take a look at later. Then I have 2 Afterlight editions. So I actually recently canceled my Afterlight subscription because I just wasn't vibing with the picks as much as I used to, I guess. I got rid of a lot of them, and I just don't know one that I really wanted to keep besides this one, which is Love and Focus because it's a sapphic romance. And I just love this cover and everything, and just looks so pretty. I also hate how small these books are. Like, why is it tiny? Like, I just feel like I'm so used to the Fairy Loot, like, big editions. That's kind of weird. But I am going to give this to my friend Alana under Lock and Key because she read this and she liked it, and it just belongs somewhere that I don't think I'm going to read this. Not my vibe. So we're going to give that to her probably. So yeah. Next is probably my second biggest shelf that I own. This is all of my, well, most of my, I'm gonna move this. Most of my contemporary romance. Oh my god, you almost fell. This kind of, it goes like this, and then I have boxes pulling these up. And girl just needs to go. This looks so disgusting, I can't stand it. So we're gonna go through these books and see what I want to get rid of. First we have this series by A.T. Qureshi, I think is pronounced their name. Baby Dragon Cafe and Baby Dragon Bakery. I'm keeping this because I'm a dragon girly, and these are just so sweet and fun for the fall probably. I just need them in my life. I refuse to get rid of them. Sorry. Then we have my signed edition of Wild Wrangle, which is, I also tabbed it. Yeah, she's not going anywhere, but we love her. She's staying, of course. Next we have, Dating in Dragons and Dungeons and Drama by Christy Boyce. I do want to read these. I don't know. I'm going to keep them just because I feel like I'd really like them, but I just haven't gravitated towards them. I don't know why. My special edition of Check It Mate. This is by Ellie Hazelwood. This is literally just the paperback with the dust jacket. So what I'm thinking is I'm going to get rid of the Check It Mates underneath here and put this on my current Check It Mate that I have that I tabbed. And so I can get rid of one book still. Just so I can use this towards a book that I actually read. So we're going to keep that for now. I literally paid that much for a dust jacket. That's by what? Was it? I just said it. Oh my god. Was it by, Bookish Box? I think. That's crazy for that. Insane. Then we have Say You Swear by Megan Brandy. I'm going to get rid of this because it's on Kindle Unlimited. I didn't realize that when I bought it, and I just haven't gravitated towards it, so there's no reason for it to be on my shelf unless I've read it on Kindle Unlimited. So we're going to get rid of her. My pal is getting huge. Same with, well, I don't know if it's on Kindle Unlimited, but it's Canadian Boyfriend. I just don't know if I'm going to read it. I like the premise because it's like a fake boyfriend and like a ballet teacher and a hockey teacher. We'll put her aside for now because I do want to read her. I just don't know if she's worth keeping or not. Then we have The Game Changer by Lana Ferguson. I also want to keep this because I love a hockey romance. I probably want to make a whole hockey romance section. That's probably a good idea. But, I just haven't read it yet, so we're just going to put this aside. Then, oh my god, they're all the way back here. I have Spiral and Collide by Bal Cabra, I think is how you pronounce her name. I read Collide and I gave it like a 3.5, I want to say. 3.5 star. I want to read Spiral because I feel like I'm going to like this a lot more. But I don't know. We're gonna see where this takes us. But we're gonna keep them for now. And then this side we have Overruled by Lana Ferguson. I did tab this, so I'm gonna keep it. But this was a 3.5 as well. I was really excited for this, which makes me really sad because I really wanted to love it. It just was not giving what I wanted to give. But we're gonna keep it because I did annotate and tab it, so like I'm just gonna keep it anyway. Then we have the Twisted series by Anna Huang. You might be asking, Mel, why did you buy the entire series knowing it's on Kindle Unlimited? And I'll tell you, I hate the covers on Kindle Unlimited. I hate model covers unless they're like indie prints because I like the feeling of them. But these covers are just so infinitely better. I have Twisted Love, Twisted Games, and Twisted Hate. I don't know why I tabbed this one, not the rest. But I still need to read Twisted Lies. So we are going to keep this for now. Depending on how I feel about the series, I might get rid of some of them. I didn't really care about Twisted Love that much. It kind of felt rushed. You can't even see me, girl. Oh my god. Love Twisted Games. Twisted Hate I liked. I feel like I'm gonna love this. Like, I love Twisted Games. So we're gonna keep these for now because I feel like it's kind of a toss-up. And I want to give them a chance. So, and then I have the Striker as well because I hate the model cover. So we're keeping her as well. I'm on the ground right now because I really can't get over just seeing my forehead. Anyway, I just have this little decoration up here from Michael's. This is just a, English romance wall decor. I got it on discount. but it's just giving romance, so obviously. Excuse me. I have, what is this? Oh, I have some stuff here. I had this from the This Fish's Dream cover reveal, this from Wild and Wrangled event, and this Fish's Dream, the cover reveal thing that they gave us. I also have a book cloth candle that's dusty, because of course it is, but it smells so good. Smell it. Yes. Yummy. I'm gonna move on. Anyway, next we have the DC Star series. These are automatically keeping. I don't care what any of y'all bitches say. This is peak hockey romance. You guys can argue with the wall, okay? I don't care if you think one series is better. This is the best. And I tabbed all of them. I did tab Hat Trick, but I read it on Kindle because I got this from Chelsea Curdle's website to get it signed and personalized. Which, yes, of course I will show you. But I need to transfer my tabs over. But yummy. So we're gonna transfer those over when we get a chance. But loved all of these. Face Off I gave 5 stars, Power Play I gave 4.7, Slapshot I gave 5, and then Hat Trick I gave, this is upside down, we're not even gonna worry about it. Girl. Hat Trick I gave like 4.5. So this has overall been a god tier series, and I cannot wait for the next book in November. I will be ordering it ASAP, and I just, so good. I can't shut up about it, I'm sorry. Then we have some rogue romance books here. We have Pumpkin Spice Cafe, which I thought it was okay. I read it last year on my birthday. My boyfriend got it for my birthday, so I'm gonna keep it. But she's okay, we're gonna keep her. Then I have Not and Buy a Book by Katie Holt. I really want to read this. It's just a standalone romance. I got this like last year again. I haven't read it, but we're gonna keep it. And then I have Wild, the Rosehill series. Yeah, I don't know what I was about to say. The Rosehill series, we have the Mountain Spine, so I'm keeping these, but I need to read this. But I need to read the Chestnut Springs series first, and I only have the first 3 books, so I'm going to try to read this. These are just giving summer to me, though. That's the problem. Like, a lot of standalone romances are giving summer, but we're going to try to read these soon. But we have Flawless, Powerless, and Heartless. I cannot wait for Reckless. I've heard that's, like, amazing, so we're going to put those to the side. And the last thing I have here is Out on a Limb by Hannah Boden Young. This is definitely an anticipated read for me. I just haven't had the chance to read it. I'm a little nervous because accidental pregnancy, and I'm not a huge fan of that. So we're gonna see how that shakes out. This is the updated, shelf. We're gonna move some stuff to the bottom shelf that like are not like giving right now, but I try to keep sports romances here, and then I have everything else on the top here. There's a gap here, which is nice because then that gives me more room for books, and that was the point. So we're just gonna leave it like this for now. I do want to put an acrylic thing up here to make sure they don't fall over, but I have to go through these and make sure that there's an extra one. So you should see the state of my room right now. It's not looking good right now, okay? I just want you guys to know that I've been doing this for like an hour, like at this point. Oh, whoops. Like, oh my god. We're not even done with the second shelf yet. Anyway, this is part of my fantasy shelf. There is a book missing here because it's Burial Bones Midnight Soil, and that's on my TBR shelf. But we're gonna maneuver some stuff around and make it look nice, so yay. I have my ACOTAR books here, like my normal ones. I have The Spark of the Airflame here, Silver Elite, Daughter of No World series, and then I have Slaying the Vampire Conqueror, and then the Crowns of Nyaxia series. I do need to get the 4th book still. We're not going to talk about it. Then I have Sophie Clark's Cruels of Light over here as well. So we're just going to see if we can move anything here and make it look better. Yeah. Okay. Be honest, is it cute? Like, is it cuter? Like, I feel like it looks nicer. We have the Silver Elite and Slaying the Vampire Conqueror because this is the Waterstones edition, so it's really tall. So they fit well together. Then we have Dark Worlds. Crowns of Nyaxia, Spark of the Flame, ACOTAR, which I can move to my other bookshelf that I keep in my closet with like extra copies and stuff like that aren't like, I don't really want to get rid of, but I don't really need them on display. Cruels of Light, some candles, and it leaves room for Glow of the Everflame and Heat of the Everflame when that comes out on paperback, as well as the 3rd book, because there's some room here, 3rd book of Crowns of Nyaxia. So, I think that's pretty good, right? Like, that looks a lot nicer. Like, you know what I'm saying? I don't know. I think this angle works. Anyway, we have, in this little section, we have the Sacred Stones. I don't know why I have all 3. We have a Dawn of Onyx, a Promise of Peridot, and a Reign of Rose for some reason. I don't know. But we're gonna keep these because I have the whole series. Then I have all of my Fourth Wing editions. We have the paperback. This is the Target edition of Onyx Storm. We have the regular edition of Onyx Storm. I have my OG covers of Iron Flame that I got originally. They're tabbed. And I got my Fourth Wing copy that's also tabbed, but you can't really see. And then we have, oh my gosh, it's 3 books from Blood and Ash. We have from Blood and Ash, Kingdom of Flesh and Fire, and The Crown of Gilded Bones. I have The Dagger and the Flame. This is really good. Really good YA, like, fantasy. And then we have Daughter of the Moon Goddess and Heart of the Sun Warrior by Susan Tan. I don't know what this duology is called. Oh, Celestial Kingdom. We have this. And then we have the Bonds of Hercules. Okay, so first we have, I don't know if I can get it out, we have this series by Rebecca Keane. I don't know why this is in dark. I don't know why it's having dark vibes. We have Beautiful Villain, which is a, I think, fantasy retelling of Great Gatsby with vampires. And then Charming Devil, which is a retelling of Picture of Dorian Gray. And it was a third one that I think is a retelling of Wuthering Heights, but I haven't gotten that one yet. Then we have Beautiful Venom by Rena Kent. This is the Barnes & Noble edition, I believe. And I only got it because of the art in it. I know her book's on Kindle Limited, but I have a feeling she's going to be one of my favorite authors. So I wanted to grab that. Then I also have 2 indie copies of the Legacy of God series. First is God and Mouse. I got this for 20 bucks on Mercari. I just love this feeling. I usually don't like model covers, but this one, just the way it feels and just how it looks, is like immaculate. And then I actually found God of Fury at the Rip Bodice in Brooklyn last year. They had a few left. They had like 3 left, I think. So I did pick this up because it's stunning. And then I have this Wicked Villains novel. Why is this like a bent? What the fuck? This Wicked Villains series. This is basically Disney villain retellings, or like Disney retellings by Katie Robert. This is so dusty, oh my god. We have Desperate Measures, which is a retelling of Jafar and Jasmine. And then we have Learn My Lesson, which is a Meg, Hades, and Hercules story. Yeah, it's that. And then actually also by Katie Robert, I have covers of Neon covers. I have books from the Neon God series. There's so much dust here, oh my god. We have Neon Gods, Electric Idol, and Wicked Beauty. Yeah, I've read Neon Gods. I have not read these 2, so these are beautiful. Then, what else do I have? I have the whole, oh my god, a reprint of the Legacy of God series. I'm insane. I'm fully aware that I'm literally insane. We have God of War, and these are, I only got these because of the art inside, really, and I feel like I'm gonna like this series a lot. Here's the art. Oh my god, I just had it. No! What the frick? Okay, here we go. There's the art in God of War. We have God of Fury. These are all sprayed edges, by the way, as well. These are the first editions from Bloom. Stunning. We have God of Ruin, which I think is going to be my favorite. God, just like the vibes, this seemed like up my alley. What is this? God of Wrath. Oops. Hello? Perfect. We have God of Pain, which I think is also going to be one of my favorites. Stunning. And then we have, of course, God of Malice. Gorgina. And then we just have a couple of stuff here, a couple of things here. We have the, what's this? The Ruinous Love Trilogy. We have Butcher Blackbird, Leather Lark, and Sixth and Sparrow. This is the metallic Barnes & Noble edition. And then we have Bunny by Mona Awad, which I don't know why it's in my dark romance section. It is dark, but whatever. We're just gonna fix this now. We are finally at our last shelf. This is the last shelf. We just gotta get down. Okay. This is a Mod Podge of stuff. Okay, so we have, I'm gonna turn you a little bit. We have the Better Than Movies what is this? The Bookish Box collection? Bookish Box? Bookish Box. This is stunning. I'm sorry, I'm obsessed with this. Sorry, you can hear the TV in the background, but we love her. We need her. I'm obsessed with her. I think it's a Bookish Box. Then we have this edition of Sparkling Everflame, if you can see. This is from, what is it, Enchanted Butterfly or something? Or Iridescent Fairy Tale. I don't know what I got. I guess because there's a butterfly here. Yeah, Iridescent Fairy Tale. I have mixed feelings about this though, because it's literally just the regular hardback, but with a dust jacket on it. I didn't realize that when I bought it. That's kind of my fault, but yeah. So we have that. We have these little things I put my hardcover books on. And we have like some acrylic things here, candle. Then we have a stack here. This is a candle. This is Easter candy basket. This smells so yummy. Oh my god. Then these are mostly indie books, I'm pretty sure. I think these are all indie books. So we have To the Gallows by Elizabeth Scarpness. Again, told you about this. You guys need to look this up. It sounds really good. I don't know where I'm putting this. We have Leave Me Behind by K.M. Morinova. I know this got traditionally republished and is out already, but this is the indie cover. I just love the indie cover, so I had to have it. Then I had the special indie edition of Nightshade by Autumn Woods. I know it's been traditionally republished now, but this was the special edition that she came out with, and it's signed. Same with To the Gallows, which I got, like I said, at Fan Expo. Stunning. Then we have Book of Azrael and Throne of Broken Gods. These are not signed. I got these on Amazon, but I am meeting her for Wrath of the Fallen release party. I'm hoping to get those signed. I have The Poisoner by Ivy Ophelia, the indie cover, and I did sign because I saw her at Fan Expo Boston. Stunning. Her like signature is like so pretty. That's crazy. Then we have Direbound by Sable Swarson. This is the only indie cover. I just thought indie books feel. I don't know. I look crazy. I keep hoarding indie books. But yeah, so that's kind of all that's here. I need to like move some stuff up, so we're gonna work on that in a second. Because this is mostly an indie shelf, I think I'm gonna move my Windy City series up to the top here, because I have all of the indie covers. Not to flex. Everyone has these, but like they're now being traditionally published. Because like that just would make sense and it fills up the space a little bit. I just have to worry about like what to put here, but we'll get to that in a second. As for the books that are here, I have this. I'm debating on getting rid of these because I just don't know when I'm gonna read them. I'm sorry. I'm like, hold on, let me. Okay. I'm debating on getting rid of these because I don't know when I'm gonna read them and I just haven't had the urge. This is the like Delilah Grant Doesn't Care, Ash Parker Doesn't Fail, and Iris Kelly Doesn't Date series. I really want to read them because they're sapphic and that's like kind of my thing, but like I just don't know if I'm going to, you know, like I feel like I could borrow these on Libby and not need the physical copies, but we'll make a decision on that later. Then I have Unsteady and Unloved physical copies. These are on Kindle, I believe, but I really like these covers and I feel like I'm over the series. So I think I can move this over to my hockey romance section over here and then we can free up some place here. And then we have some stuff down here, which is all the way down here. We have Abby Jimenez, we have Part of Your World and Yours Truly. I don't know where to put these. Where to put these? We have Written in the Stars by Alexandra Belfort, which I think I'm gonna get rid of because it's part of an interconnect. I think it's a standalone series. I just don't. Once again, it's sapphic, which is why I'm like, I'm gonna keep it, but like I just haven't had the urge to read it. Like it's a problem. We have Better the Movies and then Betting on You, which I love these books, man. And we have Nothing Like the Movies, of course, but I got this as a signed copy. Yeah. We have Unromance. This actually I've been really interested in, but I just haven't felt the urge to pick it up. So we have For One Night Only. We have Out of the Woods. I've heard really good things about this. 7-Year-Old Slip that everyone keeps talking about. Like everyone loves this book. And we have Emogan, obviously, which is another sapphic book, but it's white. And then we just have a Fairly box here that's like as a stand. So we're gonna reorganize this and make it look a lot cuter. I'm not even focused. A lot cuter. Am I tripping or does this look good? I think it looks good. Like it kind of looks like I like having my special editions out. And like the book spines are kind of mismatching, so I don't want them like too on display, but like I keep my Limp Painters with the Limp Painters special edition. Am I kind of insane? Or does it kind of work? Please let me know. I'll change it. But I'm not sure. Okay, I'm not sure. Okay, now we have one of my other fantasy shelves. This is also kind of a mess. I just feel like it's not giving, but we're gonna fix it. First we have The Night of the Moth by Rachel Gillig. This is the Fairloot edition. She's dusty, but she's stunning. We have, I have to get the second book in the series. I think it's Duology, It's Study and Drowning. This is the special edition with the sprayed edges and stuff. She's stunning, I love her. What else? We have why is these out of order? We have the new special editions of One Dark Window, Two Crowns. I was kind of mad because I thought I got the one with the sprayed edges, but I'm not really mad at it. It's still gorgeous. And this is One Dark Window. Then we have Heavenly Bodies by Amani Iru. I've heard really good things about this. Also, look at this art. It's so cool. We have Terror at the Gates by Scarlett St. Clair. This is an urban fantasy, but with like demons and stuff. This is signed, which is super cool. I think she signed all of her first editions. Like, this is so cool. I'm obsessed with this. Like, and the end papers are so pretty. Yeah, it's so cool. It's awesome. So, very happy with that. She looks so good. I'm really excited to read this. Then we have my Barnes & Noble editions of Crescent City. We have, there's a receipt in here for some reason. House of Earth and Blood, House of Sky and Breath, and House of Flame and Shadow. I need to read the second book. We're not gonna go about it. Okay, I'm behind. Then we have my special edition of Zodiac Academy. This is from like their special editions. They're like the luxe editions. I didn't pre-order the rest of them because I'm like, that's a lot of money. But I really like this edition, so I'm going to keep this one, and I'm not going to get the rest of them because I'll just have this as a display piece because I don't really need the physical copies of Zodiac Academy because I'm reading them on my Kindle, and they're not like a god tier series for me. So I'm just going to keep this as a display piece, but she's stunning. We have Fear of the Flames. I did tab this one too. You can't even see, oh my god. The second book came out, I need to pick that up as well. And then I have Kelly Hart's Quicksilver. This is the old cover. I went to the Rip Bodice signing when it came out traditionally published, and I got it signed, which is so cool. So I love that. And then we have a Lonely Candle. So now I'm gonna clean the shelf and reorganize it. Guys, you won't believe it, we're almost done. We just have 2 more shelves. This is gonna be pretty much like not changing. This is kind of my alley Hazelwood shrine. I just have to dust it and make it look a lot neater, but these are all my Afterlight editions of Ali Hazelwood books. We have the Little Hypothesis. There's nothing really special. They have dust jackets, but I haven't put them on yet, but they have like these outlines of the covers on the hardcover, and they do have sprayed edges. Like hello, we do have sprayed edges on here. Not in love. Love in the Brain. Deep End, this is actually a lot nicer. This is the like exclusive one that was like that they had separately. It has these waves, and then the end papers and stuff is like so stunning. Oh my god, hello? Why is it not opening? What the go on. It just have really pretty hardcover. Says wet lore. We love that. And then we have Love Theoretically, and then we have the Bookish Box edition of Bride, which again is just a Bride hardcover with a dust jacket, which is just really disappointing that I didn't even realize when I bought it. But we're gonna keep her because we love this cover. So we just neaten these up a little bit. I did put Love in the Brain behind On Love because we had to sacrifice one to make it look neat. And Love in the Brain's not my favorite, so we're just gonna keep out what we like. I just hate that this looks like out of place, but we'll figure something out. We might switch to On Love and Bride, but like I really like this cover and I spent money on it. I don't know. Anyway, now we have to go to the final shelf, which is all of my random books that I have that we need to go through. Okay, so first we have, I already showed this earlier, but The Dagger and the Flame. I just don't have the second book yet. I'm gonna wait till I get the second book to put on a shelf. This is gonna go on my TBR shelf. One of Us is Dead by Geneva Rose, because it's spooky season. Ninth House by Lee Bardugo. I really want to read this, but I don't know if I'm ready yet. Well, tentative TBR. They Never Learn by Lane Fargo is going to go on my TBR. The Empress by Kristen Cast. I've heard really mixed things about this, but I just cannot get over this cover, and I was a big House of Night girl back then, so I do want to read it, so I'm going to keep it just tentatively. None Shall Sleep. I want to keep this because I really like the cover, but like I'm gonna read it because I know there's a second book, and then I'll just determine if I'm gonna declutter or not. I'm gonna put this in my TBR so I can get it done faster. And, oh my god, I have some of my Star Wars books. We have Brotherhood, Queen's Peril, and Ahsoka. I read these two, I just haven't read Ahsoka yet, so. This insert from, for A Theory in Dreaming, they gave me two because one was bent. So I have to put these, once I get the Theory in Dreaming book, I can put these in, but I don't have it yet, so we have, I'm trying to show my address, we have two here, just down here. We have Bunny, like I said. I'm gonna put this on my TBR because it's spooky season, like I said. Oh my god. We have The Legendborn Cycle Way, the first two books. I do want to read this, but it's not gonna go on my TBR just yet. Last Night at the Telegraph Club, I've heard really mixed things about. I kind of want to declutter it, but my boyfriend got this for me, so I don't want to declutter it because I have sentiment value. Then we have This Girl's a Killer, which I'm definitely gonna put my TBR as another thriller. Now, I read Hooked. I gave it a 4-star. There's hair. I give it a 4-star. However, I don't think I'm going to collect the rest of the collector's editions. It's just taking up too much space, and I just don't love the series enough, so I think I'm going to declutter this one. Although it's, like, so gorge, I love the art in it. I just don't really feel the need to buy Scarred, and it just came out, and I just don't feel the need, and that's a sign that I'm probably not going to finish collecting these. So I'm going to declutter her, unfortunately. And then we have... oh my god. Losing it. We have Caught Up and Lights Out. I read Lights Out, gave it a 4-star. I'm really excited to start Caught Up. So I'm gonna have to put this on my TBR because it's giving spooky season. But I've heard really mixed things about Caught Up, but we won't talk about it. And then we have a box from Fairly that I need to ship to my friend Jordan. I got her, I'm giving her an extra Waterstones edition of Fearless and my Books A Million signed edition of Fearless. I still need to send this. I haven't done that yet. It's been months, queen. So we're gonna put this aside and make sure we get it done soon. Alright, here's a panorama. Stunning. Alright, I'm going to do a short form of this. I'm gonna do a short form of this on my TikTok, but I need to clean up first, but thank you for joining me, and I hope you got some organizing done during this video, but hopefully it's not too long. I don't know how much it is. I don't even know if I'm in frame right now. I'm tired. Goodbye.